Hello everybody, I'm caturiges. In this video I'm going to show you the best strength weapon of Dark Souls 2. I done tests with 65 fully upgraded strength weapons. I use a build with 50 strength, 25 dexterity and 132 stamina. That's 20 endurance plus the third dragon ring. I'm going to show results of both damage per hit, DPH, and damage per second, DPS, of each weapon using it with one hand and both hands. Then, I'm going to show you the best results of critical damage of the best strength weapons in backstabs and ripostes. Finally, I'm going to show you the results of counter damage of the best strength weapons.
Go along on a journey without rest.
With that being said, let's begin. Between the daggers that were tested, the Shadow Dagger and the Black Flamestone Dagger can deal damage faster than the others. Comparing the straight swords, the yellow quartz longsword and the red rust sword exhibits the best performance in normal attack combos. Between the three Greatswords tested, the Mastodon Greatsword was the best in damage standpoint, followed closely by the Old Knight Greatsword. Moving on to the Ultra Greatsword section, the Drakekeeper's Ultra Greatsword was the strongest when used with one hand. But when using these weapons with both hands, the Lost Sinner's Sword is much stronger and it also has a higher attack speed. Keep in mind that the Lost Sinner's Sword can be even stronger if your character haven't committed sins. The Red Rust Scimitar is a fast weapon with a pretty high attack rating. The Estoc is an even faster weapon with a decent attack rating and it can benefit from the old Liu ring. Comparing the results of normal attack combos of the axes, the Butcher's Knife is way stronger than the others. This weapon gets even faster when two-handed, and on top of that, it can restore your hit points after each successful hit. The Gyrm Greataxe is also capable of dealing very high damage, especially with both hands, but has a very low attack speed. Between the Greataxe tested, the Gyrm Greataxe and the Giant Stone Axe had the best performance, with high attack rating and a decent attack speed. Moving on to the hammer section, we can see that these weapons showed very similar results. The mace was slightly better when one-handed, and the Morning Star was a bit stronger when two-handed, comparing to the others. The craftsman's and the blacksmith's hammers also were practically the same when it comes to attack speed and damage capabilities. Comparing the great hammers, the large and the great club showed very similar attack power and speed. The pickaxe exhibits an average attack power and slow attack speed. In conclusion, it isn't worth the trouble to get it. The strongest great hammers were the Giant Warrior Club and the Drakekeeper's Warpick. The Drakekeeper's Warpick also has a very fast two-handed attack combo. The Gargoyle's Bident has an impressive attack speed and a high attack rating, and it can benefit from the old Liu ring too. Between the Halberds tested, the Mastodon Halberd has a really huge attack power and it's very fast too. The Old Knight Pike also shows similar results, but can't compete with the Mastodon Halberd when it comes to durability. Comparing the two Reapers tested, it is evident that the Bone Sight is the best, both in damage per hit as in damage per second. The Chariot Lance had the highest attack power of the lance tested, and it can inflict bleeding on the adversary. The head Iron Twinblade exhibits a high attack rating and it also has a very fast two-handed attack combo. The Malformed Claws has an average damage rating and can make fast attack combos, while the Work Hook is a very weak weapon. The test with the Dragonrider Bow showed that it has very good attack power and a decent attack speed. Next up, I'm going to show you the best critical damage in backstabs and ripostes with the weapons tested. Between these 11 weapons, the Drakekeeper's Warpick and the Giant Warrior Club were the strongest. The Mastodon Halberd also showed impressive backstab and riposte damages. Finally, I'm going to show the results of counter damage tests of the best strength weapons. The Lost Senior Sword's usefulness is limited because it can receive very high penalties in the damage if you commit sin. The Gyrm Greataxe doesn't have a very good range, making it hard to land counters effectively. The Drakekeeper's Warpick is strongly affected by the direct hit system, does just average counter damage, and it does low pulse damage for a great hammer. The Giant Warrior Club does just average counter damage, it's extremely heavy and has a very high stat requirement to wield it. The Gargoyle's Bident does average counter damage, even with the help of the Loadly Ring. The Mastodon Halberd is strongly affected by the direct hit system, but it does huge counter damage when it lands properly. The Chariot Lance does high counter damage with the Loadly Ring equipped, and mediocre damage otherwise. In conclusion, the best strength weapon is the Mastodon Halberd. This weapon can deal a massive amount of 100% physical damage and it has a high attack speed. Landing a perfect counter with it can be tricky, but it's definitely rewarding. The Mastodon Halberd can deal very high damage with its backstabs and ripostes too. It can be enchanted with spells or resins if you so desire, or even infused at the blacksmith. Additionally, it has a backstep attack with a spin-to-win move that, if your timing is just right, can be used to hit your adversary up to 3 times. Before I finish this video, I would like to thank the people in the Dark Souls 2 subreddit. Thank you for the support and for your devices, you're awesome! Well, I truly hope that you find this video useful. And as always, thank you for watching and until next time!